Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. Today I made a blimp, as you can see in the right over there, literally in front of us. So I was watching YouTube the other day, and I came across a video that Khan made where he showcased a blimp that he made. It was a simple vanilla blimp with a gyroscope stabilization and stuff like that. And it had an autopilot thing where it can go in a left circle or a right circle. It was pretty cool, and I thought I could do a little bit better with the newer updates and mods, of course. So this is my blimp. It uses the Modpack Polygons, the Modpack Polygons glass, the Modpack... Why did it like autocorrect to Modpack and Notepad? Who knows? Anyway, it uses the Modpack and the Modpack Beta. Now, Khan's blimp had autopilot system. This one does not yet, because it was already taking like a month to build this thing, because it's absolutely massive, for a flyer at least. I'll do autopilot system in like a little part 2. I might do a blimp battle with someone as well. Anyway, so it's much bigger. This balloon up here, I didn't actually build by hand myself. What I did is I modeled it in Blender, and then I exported it as a model. I used an online voxelizer to voxelize it, and then a custom Lua script that I wrote to turn that list of voxels into a Scrap Mechanic blueprint. I might make a video on that. So we have the cockpit over here. It's like a little 2-level system. We have the cargo area. I decorated it a little bit. You can take this out and put actual stuff in there, like a car of some sort. And then we have the runway out back. It is possible to land planes on here. I'll do it later. It's actually really easy to land planes on there. We have the control room. Up here we have spinny seats, because why not? We have the weapons bay. And then for these are camera turrets. You look around. And then I discovered something. You can actually use the left and right mouse button to control the 1 and 2 keys in your hotbar while in a seat. So I'm right-clicking right now, and it's enabling the laser. And then if I left-click, it fires. And then you get stuck when you get out, so I have this toilet here. So this is the master on switch. This is our position in 3D space. We're at an altitude of 9. This is our target altitude. So altitude works in this. Unlike Khan's blimp, where you would just like go up until you're like at a pretty decent altitude and try and level out. This has a real-time control system where I overshot. Oops. Where it tries to keep you at a specific altitude, and that altitude only. So that's our target altitude. It's going to try and keep us there. So let me turn that on. Notice that we're tilted. Watch what happens as soon as I turn it on. It immediately levels out. This whole entire massive blimp stays very stable in the air. I'll talk about stabilization later. Point is, we have forward, backward, strafe left, strafe right, turn left. Turning's a tad broken. It goes way too fast. I'll fix that in the part 2 when I add autopilot. And then we have all the controls I just listed as switches if you want to like start moving forward and keep moving forward. Let's go up a little bit. And I think if I just hold forward, it's going to keep us moving forward. Yeah, so that's the blimp. These are the forward-backward thrusters right here. They'll become important later. If we go up into the balloon, it can sometimes be hard to get up here, so you can use this toilet here as well to get up. So this is where the center of mass is. We have a big weight up there to lift it up into the balloon part. And then these are for the turning and strafing thrusters. I tried to have the strafing and turning thrusters down below, but it just was very unstable that way. Each of the 4 corners is controlled by an X, Y, Z power value. Z goes into this thruster right here, Y goes into that one just down there, and then X goes into the forward-backward ones we just mentioned earlier. This is the master on gate, so anything that goes in here will turn the blimp on. This is forward, backward, left, right, turn left, turn right. I am working on wireless control. That's not done yet. That'll also be done in part 2 along with autopilot. This multiplies the values. It's different for each one. For forward, backward, it's 800 because there's 4 thrusters for forward, backward. For turning, it's 500 because there's only 1. Turning, it's 10,000, but it's limited to... There we go. That's fixed. So it will keep us turning at that power value if we're spinning less than 4 degrees a second. These gates go into just all the thruster clusters, as I'd call them. This system here uses PID. You can look more of it up on your own, but it's a way of smoothing where we have a base multiplier, an error multiplier that adds up over time, and a braking multiplier that slows us down before we get to the input. So we have our altitude as our current input, our target altitude as our wanted input. We have our P, our base multiplier, which is 100, and our braking multiplier. Our braking multiplier is actually our current altitude multiplied by 50. So that's a dynamic system, I guess. I don't know. And then we have the same PID system over here. So if we're tilting a little bit, this part will fix that by adjusting the powers of the Z thrusters. It again uses the same PID system with the base multiplier, the error multiplier, and the braking multiplier, which is actually our rotational speed multiplied by 100. And then this is our base. So we can actually set this to like 5 degrees. And once we do that, it starts tilting to 5 degrees. We're gonna reset that though. Don't mess with those. Super fun to do that though. That's actually kind of all there is to a blimp. It's just various small systems all working together to create this cool blimp. There's the way I mentioned earlier. Let's go land a plane on this thing. Alright, I got a plane here. This is Durf's camera plane. Not a big fan of Durf, but who cares. Point is, the plane's cool. It's actually really easy to fly. So, the blimp has a beacon on it. And look how easy it is to land on this. See, look how easy that was. That should be a Staples thing. Anyway, so, I originally did make a biplane, but I messed it up somehow, and it just has invalid joint positions for some reason. Go boom. Let's go. Now we don't have a runway, dang it. Who cares? We don't need a runway. Runways are for nerds. So this is basically it to the blimp. Here, actually, let me show you the plane. I discovered a neat trick, by the way, where if you ever want to place your lift down, but it says lift creation, you can take out your glitch welder and some blocks, like make a small pillar, color the top one this color, weld it away, delete these 3, and place it back. And then you can place your lift. This is my biplane. I tried to do a cool thing with the propellers where it uses like pipes or whatever, and there's a bearing there. But because I did that, it says invalid joint positions whenever I try and spawn it in. So in the meantime, we have our IAirplane. You simply just drop down. Because, God, I hate managing creations on the blimp. You get in the little seat on the top, and you enable airplane mode on your plane. So now airplane mode's enabled. This is actually what airplane mode does on real planes, on real phones. It helps the plane fly better by deploying wings. Everything I say is very true, and I never lie about anything. I provide factual information. This is what Creations of Greatness is for. Point is, that's actually what airplane mode does, believe it or not. I hate trees so much. I would have said a very other not nice word, but I want to try and stay monetized for at least a minute for this video to be uploaded. Point is, let's go shoot down the blimp. I can't say that on YouTube. Wait, what is that? What does it say right there? So, does it say like the video? That says subscribe. Wait, did I leave it at a 5-degree tilt? I might have left it at a 5-degree tilt. That must have been why I was moving forward. Well, there we go. What? Oh, no. That part got exploded, so it just turned off. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. You know, hindsight, that may have not been a good idea. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you like blimps. Subscribe if you want to see the future autopilot system and wireless control. Leave a comment on how I can improve the blimp. This has been Cogster, Director of Creations of Greatness Incorporated, LLC. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Is everyone gonna respond? What? That magic game just crashed. Nice backgrounds, I guess. Made it myself. Bye.